the club for that new place where she knew the bouncer, and I had blindly followed her behind another velvet rope, damp from the salty air. A guy stirred from the flocati rug at the girl's feet, just as I spotted my dress in a heap by the glass doors to the balcony. Swiping it up, I stepped outside through the billowing curtains and into the sun banking off the white tiles. A breeze as refreshing as a close-panting dog rippled the jacuzzi. A flash of the evening came back to me while I retrieved my bra from where it had been discarded with the other girls, as if my fifth-grade teacher's rainbow rubber band ball had exploded. Dropping my dress, I re-cinched the yellow lace. I was bending to grab my dress when I spotted him on the far end of the vast terrace. He was leaning on his forearms, blowing out a stream of smoke that dissipated over the ocean 30 floors below, his khakis and caramel skin and hair giving the impression of camouflage. He looked bemused as I clutched my dress in front of me. Did we hook up? I would have remembered that. I darted my eyes for a changing spot that didn't involve dealing with the passed-out revelers inside. You'd think a terrace that size would at least have had a potted palm. "I'd offer you one," he called over. "Sorry?" "A cigarette, but I know how you feel about that." "Do you?" Fuck it. I dropped my dress to step into. I wasn't about to shimmy-tug it on with an audience. "Yeah." He hung his head, his hair sifting over his cheekbones, his muscular shoulders rolling leisurely forward. "I don't recall much from last night, but you made your opinion on smoking pretty clear in the limo." I remembered. He'd rolled in behind a crowd of guys with appraising eyes and monogrammed money clips. I thought he was an asshole. All of them were. But that was my last clear memory before we accepted their bottle service. I nodded and slid my arms through the straps of my dress as if this was just another day. Flicking his cigarette over the edge, his finger and thumb made a ring around a pale stripe on his wrist. "I lost my watch. My dad's, which kinda sucks." "I'm sorry." I spotted my heels under a chaise and strode over to push them on. "Thanks." "You sound surprised." I glanced over my shoulder to see him staring at me. He shrugged. "Didn't expect your sympathy." "Just my opinions." "Yes. Got a full tank of those last night, thanks." "Whatever." "Well, you don't really have it." Where the fuck was my clutch? My sympathy? I stepped back and tried to nonchalantly search under the row of chaises. "Looking for your bag?" "Uh-huh." "Snakeskin?" "Target would like you to think so, yes." I finger-combed my blonde hair, the sun-bleached ends still damp. "Powder room by the front door. You left it there when you, He averted his eyes. "Went in with Trevor." "Ugh, Brewster boxers. Awesome." "Thanks." I nodded and clicked toward the rippling curtains. "Now you sound surprised." "Didn't expect your assistance in my departure," I said over my shoulder. "Well," he grinned, "you don't really have it." We held eyes for a moment across the mess of white furniture. If my brain hadn't been screaming, it would have been a cologne ad. The wash of blue behind him, his tanned hip bones arching out from those sagging pants. The instinct to prowl my way across the chaises flickered. But I couldn't be late to work, and there was the unfortunate fact of Trevor. I managed one more nonchalant step through the billowing drapes before I flat-out ran past the sleeping partiers to the powder room, then the hall, where I tucked my head against the security cameras and remained tucked all the way down to the lobby's side entrance, then out to my car. Jamming my key in the ignition, I tugged my gas station sunglasses from the glove compartment and then slammed it 1,000 times to get it to stay closed. I had exactly 23 minutes to get home, get changed, and get to work, at the exact hotel I'd just woken up in. Minding my dragging muffler, I cleared the South Beach speed traps, drove past the hotel signs, and continued on toward the motel signs. I'd been staying at the inaptly named Majestic, with its rickety railing and cemented fountain, since Diego announced